Alrighty, welcome to South Central Foundation for Fitness, Dance, and the Arts. Chair stretching class, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for joining. We want to give a big shout out to Black Visions of Wellness for supporting us, and also the UMA Clinic for supporting us in this class. So let's go ahead and get started. We are working through our curriculum, as I mentioned last week. If you were here, we'll be doing our stretches first, and then we will do strength training according to our curriculum. So last week we were able to do upper body. This week we are going to continue to do upper body and also a little bit of abs. And I believe we did abs last week as well. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to start by rotating our neck. And in the opposite direction. And forwards and backwards. From side to side. And we're just going to hold on the right side. And hold on the left side. And now we're going to do the same thing again, just rotating the neck. And in the opposite direction. Forwards and backwards. And side to side. And now we're going to turn our torso to the side. And on the other side, same thing. Oof. Can feel it in your back. And then we're gonna put our arms out in front of us and just go side to side. All right, now we're gonna bring our arms up in the air and reach up. Stretch as high as you possibly can. And over to the right side. Over to the left side. And then we are going to bring our arms down. We're going to bring our right arm across our chest just like this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we are going to put our arms behind our back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're gonna put our elbow behind our back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reach those arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Give yourself a big hug and hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're just going to shrug our shoulders. So we're shrugging up, releasing them. And now we're going to roll our shoulders back. Awesome job. And bring our shoulders forward. All right, then we're just going to turn our torso again, this time a little bit faster while you're flexing those abs. And keep, I'm sorry guys, hold on 1 second. And twisting our torso, awesome job. Now we're just going to reach down and touch our toes. And reach up. And now what I want you to do is stretch your legs all the way out. Let me see whether you all can see me a little bit more. All right, so we are going to stretch our legs all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're just going to bring our foot up, our leg up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put that other leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Turn around to the front, put that leg on top, and we're just going to rotate our ankle. So I'm just rolling it. And in the opposite direction. Then we're just going to point it and flex. So pointing and flexing looks like this. So we point and then we flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Other side, we're going to do the same thing. Just roll that ankle. You can use your hand if that helps. Awesome job. Then we're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now we are going to pull our leg behind us. So my right leg is extended behind and my left leg is bent forward, and I am just applying most of my pressure to my right leg. So just applying pressure. And then we are going to reach down and up. So my right arm is up in the air, my left arm is down, anchoring me beside my left leg. and come up slowly, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I have my left, or my left leg is back and my right leg is forward, and I'm just applying pressure to my right leg. And then I'm going to reach down and have my left arm up in the air. Awesome job. Bring those legs together. We're going to stretch out one more time. So I am putting my legs down and my arms up. This is what it should look like in your chair. And then I want you to fall over on your legs just like this and just relax. Slowly come up, turn back to the center. And now we are going to do some strengthening exercises. So what I have here is some cans. You can use cans, you can use weights, whatever works for you, and whatever is readily available. And we are going to be doing some upper body and also some abs. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up for us. So while I'm doing this, you all can go ahead and get your weights ready, and we'll be set to go. Okay, so we are doing abs and arms. Having a couple technical difficulties, but the purpose of this curriculum, I'll explain that while this is loading, is to focus on a certain body part or certain muscle group for an extended period of time. That way we can develop the proper curriculum for a clinic. So our plan as the South Central Foundation for Fitness, Dance, and the Arts is to implement this program into a program that we can do in person. So once this is finalized, and I don't know why this is taking so long, we'll be able to implement it into clinics. So that is the plan. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm still waiting for this to load. So while we're waiting for that to load, I'll show you guys a couple of arm exercises that I like to do. Let me make sure that I'm still active. Okay. So first move is going to be overhead press. We're coming up with our weights, coming down. Up with our weights and coming down. All right, so we're gonna do that for 10 times, and we're gonna do 3 sets of that. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. So go ahead and put those weights down. You're going to take a little rest for about a minute, and then we'll come back and do our second set. Okay, not sure what's going on with my technology today, but let's go ahead and get started on our second set. So again, we're taking our weights. They should come down to about 90 degrees, which is where your chest stops, or starts rather. And so we're just going to press up, come down, 1, up, come down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Alrighty, and apologies if you can hear the dog in the background. We are going to do one more set of that, and then we're going to move on to a back strengthening exercise, which you can either do seated or standing. I will demonstrate, but you can do it either way. So giving ourselves about another 30 seconds to rest, and then we'll go ahead and get started with our third and final set. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started with our third and final set. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty. So while you are resting, I will show you how the second exercise goes. So what you'll do is you will bend over. You'll have your weights out in front of you together, and then you're going to pull them apart, and that's a contraction. Put them back together. That's when your muscles relax. So contract and relax. Contract and relax. So we're going to do that 10 times, and we're going to do 3 sets of that. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, and let me go ahead and show you how we do it standing up in case you wanted to do that. So I'll just do the same thing. I'm standing up, I'm bent over, my weights come out in front of me, and then I put them up, That's the contraction, and return them back down to center position together. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started with our second set. Ready? I'm gonna do this standing up, but again, you can do it seated. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do my last set seated. And we are gonna go ahead and get started with our third and final set for that one. And then we'll get started on our next exercise. Okay, so it looks like my documents want to be used now, so that's great. No longer experiencing those technical difficulties. Alrighty, so our third and final set, we are going to do the same thing for 10 times. And always, if you feel like you can do more, do more. I would say 10 to 12 is a great rep number for building strength and getting comfortable with the form and the weight. If you can't do that many, that is okay. Aim to do 6 to 8. If you can't do 6 to 8, go ahead and lower the weight. So remove the weights or just do body weight exercises, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with our third and final set. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty. So now that that is done, I will demonstrate our next exercise, which is going to be standing up. So this one is easier while you're standing up. So if you want to be seated, that's up to you. But I personally think that, and am more comfortable with showing this to you guys as I'm standing up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same position as we did for this exercise. Instead, we're going to pull our arms in and we're going to extend our triceps, pull them back in. Extend our triceps, pull them back in. So this is called a tricep extension. You can also do tricep extension like this. You put the weight behind your head and you just push the weight up. That also works on your triceps, but it's easier and more effective to do both arms. And so when we pull our arms back, we just want to extend our triceps and bring them back in. So we're gonna go ahead and do 3 sets of 10. Welcome in, and let's get started. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. So we'll take a little break. And if you all are feeling like these exercises are too easy, what I would like you to do is hold this position out here for a little bit longer each time. So you can do a count like 1 and 2, bring it back in. 1 and 2, bring it back in. The entire point of these upper body exercises are to contract those muscles that we're using and to keep them engaged while we're doing each exercise. So the longer that we keep them engaged, the more effective these exercises will be. So let's go ahead and get started on our third and final set, and then we will move into our other exercise. All right, so we're pulling our arms back and we're going to extend back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Apologies. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now we are going to move into our other exercise. So this exercise is just going to be pulling our weights up in the front as if we're zipping up a jacket. So pulling the weights up and then releasing. So we're going to do that for 10 times, 3 sets in just a couple of seconds. Just give your muscles a little break. Shake them out if you need to. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started by pulling up and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, so that is our first set of zip ups. We're gonna go ahead and do our second set here in a minute. And again, if you're feeling like it is a little too easy, you want to increase the difficulty, you want to hold this weight up here. You can really feel it in your back and in your shoulders. And that is exactly what we want to do. We want to keep these muscles engaged for as long as we possibly can. Alrighty, so let's get started. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty, so we're gonna get started with our third and final set in just a couple of seconds. You can do some arm circles to loosen up those arms, loosen up those shoulders, and give your shoulders a nice little stretch. Alrighty, so let's get started with our third and final set of zip ups. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Alrighty. So now we are going to move into some of our ab exercises. I believe I introduced some of these to you all last week. So the majority of our ab exercises that we can do in the chair are going to be a little bit limited, as the floor is probably the best way to do ab exercises. But you can still do them in your chair. So let's go ahead and lean back, and we're just going to lift up our leg for 1. This is 2, 3, and feel those abs contracting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, then lift up. Awesome job. If you feel like that is too difficult for you, what I want you to do is stay a little bit more erect in your chair, and you're just going to hold onto the sides and pull your knees inward like this. If you want it to be more difficult, you're going to lean back and then lean back even further when you want to increase the difficulty some more. So let's go ahead and get started with our second set. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. If you have made it this far, you are doing a great job. I just want to commend you all for taking these steps and trying to increase your increase your strength, increase your mobility, and just steps to creating a healthy lifestyle for yourself. So we are going to do this last set of ab exercises, and then we are going to transition into our health and wellness piece for the day. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started with our last ab set. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. All right, go ahead and give yourselves a clap or a hand on the back because we just did that. Proud of us. And let's go ahead and get started with our health and wellness piece. Today we're going to be going over the benefits of sleep. So let me go ahead and enlarge this. Okay. So, all right. Alrighty. So, this is our wellness takeaway for today. It is the benefits of sleep. We're going to go over some benefits of sleep and why it's optimal for your health and some ways that you can increase your sleep health. So when it comes to optimal health, most people think that foods and like performing regular exercises are the overall components to your health, but that is indeed a lie. Sleep is very, very, very important to the development of your muscles, to the development of you as a human being, and also just having the energy that you need in order to perform your everyday activities. So when we're overtired and sleep deprived, other areas tend to diminish, as you are probably familiar. When you are behind on sleep, you're also probably behind on work, and you are not feeling as well. You feel the need to overeat maybe, or establish other unhealthy habits in your life because of the lack of sleep. So what we want to do is we want to ensure that we're getting enough rest each day so we can avoid the other areas of our lives becoming diminished. So number 1 is to sharpen your mind and increase learning. So sleep improves the ability to learn and recall information, and experts suspect the pathways of brain cells form or strengthen during sleep to help people learn and remember. So as you go throughout life, and whether you're studying, whether you are working, or just trying to remember things on a daily basis, sleep is going to be really instrumental into allowing you to make sure that you remember certain things, and that you're able to intake more information on a day-to-day basis. So number two is improves focus and reaction time. So of course, as we're working and we're studying, we need sleep in order to function and in order to focus on the things that we want to. So when we think about sacrificing sleep for work, that's a no-no, because it's like it's counterintuitive. We want to make sure that we're getting sleep, and we're also working, because our sleep is going to ultimately help the effectiveness of how we work. So it's harder for a person to focus when they're sleep deprived. Tiredness impairs judgment and the ability to respond. And so this is important when you're driving, when you're operating machinery, when you're reading, when you're writing, when you're studying, when you're working, typing, whatever you do for a living. Sleep is really important for focus and reaction time. Number three is it refuels the heart and the vascular system. So before the body enters into deep sleep, the heart rate and blood pressure go down. So this is a nightly dip that your body will take for your cardiovascular health to stabilize and to kind of reset. So number four is that it repairs cells and releases growth hormones. I think this one is my favorite one, because a lot of the times let's say we wake up in the morning, we have a pimple on our face, or we have something different about our skin. We'll apply a certain cream or a certain we'll apply something topical to our skin, and we want to see a difference instantly, but it doesn't happen instantly. Sometimes we have to go to sleep. It'll happen over the course of 8 hours. It's amazing how our body works and how much sleep is used to keep our body in check, and keep our body from further injury. I actually injured myself right here on my wrist, if you guys can see, and it's been almost a month now, but just in that night when I had gotten injured, my skin was almost completely covered up. This is like a lot of scarring now that you're seeing, but my skin had healed so much, and it was all due to sleep. So we want to remember that sleep is definitely useful for repairing the cells in our body, and also in children, and it aids in muscle mass and overall growth, like I mentioned before. And then number five is that it boosts the immune system. So a lot of the times when we do get sick, it's because we're lacking on sleep. We need sleep in order to keep our immune system healthy. So the body produces additional cellular hormones called cytokines that helps the body to fight off infections. And so when a person is feeling ill, the best medicine is a good night's or day's rest. So keep that in mind next time you're sick. You just want to make sure that you are medicating as necessary, whether you're taking over-the-counter drugs or whether you're taking vitamin C and eating really healthy. Sleep is also a part of that regimen. It should be a part of that regimen. And then the last one is that it regulates appetite. So the body increases production of appetite suppressor leptin and decreases the appetite stimulant ghrelin. So this is why we wake up super early, or we wake up hungry in the morning, because it is going to regulate your appetite and increase the hunger in the morning. And so studies also show that the less you sleep, the more people eat foods in higher calorie and carbohydrate content. So this is kind of what I was talking about before, where we lean into those unhealthy habits when we are lacking sleep. We don't want to do that. We want to eat healthy. Therefore, we have to sleep. And in order to sleep well, we have to eat well. It's all connected. So now that you know that sleep is essential, how can you actively obtain more hours per day? Try the tips that I've stated, 1 through 6, and see what works for you. Ultimately, we do want to try to get 6 to 10 hours, depending on who you are. I know there's some people who can sleep for 6 hours and they're totally good. And then there's people who have to have 10 hours in order to operate properly. So I hope that this was helpful, going over the benefits of sleep, and also some methods and metrics that you can use to implement into your everyday life to improve with that. I hope that this entire session was helpful, and I hope to see you guys next week. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye-bye.